All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more DayZ. Let's. Oh, look at that! He's trapped. The guy's trapped. You see that? It's gonna have to wait for them to de-aggro. I wonder if he see me up here. I got one bullet. I got one bullet. We could go down there and take him out, but then it's gonna aggro the other zombies onto me. I think we're gonna do that. I can't risk him taking me out. I can't risk it. Ah! You got me, Barter. You got me. He got me. He got me anyway. I was all, I was all stuttering. I should just fired. I was too close. He had a shotgun. Oh man. Oh well. Hey, take him out, but he ended up getting me anyway. Let me. I feel like it's gonna be. I don't want it to be a random. I want it to be the same character. Let me make the character real quick. Oh, let me make the character. Let me make the character really quick. No! The last one. Doesn't matter. The pants are ugly no matter what color you choose. Put save character. I want to be that character all the time. But lately when I just respawn, it'll put me back in. But anyway. See what not to do. I should have just fired with the pistol. I missed my shots. I was all over the place, man. That's what happens when you kind of panic shot. It was no reason to panic shoot. Matter of fact, now that I read the situation, they probably was friendly. Like he like stood there. Like he said he did this. And then this. And then I'm like, he didn't even shoot. Man, that was just horrible. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm at. I think that's the road over there. I might try to comb this town before we hit the road. Cat food can. Oh man. We'll just go vegan later. We'll just go ahead and stick as much food in our pie hole as we can. Usually I try to just stay, vegan from the jump, but we'll just go vegan later. Is that a zombie or is that a person? That's a zombie. Person would be moving like me. We can drop that. All right. I don't know which town I'm in. I think it's one of the big ones though. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I don't want to take the chance of them shooting me in the back. So I thought I'd just go ahead and deal with them. That's kind of mentality I have on this game versus Arc Raiders. Like I'm extremely friendly on that, but here it's like I don't. I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out. I was wide out in the open, but you could tell I didn't have no. My PvP experience is low. Can I equip this? Nope. I could have sworn you used to could equip things. Low insulation, badly damaged. I might as well not even. It ain't even worth it. Let's go up here see what we can find. What about this? Is this? This is damaged. It's still low insulation. It's got more pockets in it though. But anyway. Let's find a weapon. Well, I have one, but let me see if I can find like a shotty or something. Let me try to comb back through this town. I don't even know which. Is this Electro? Like which town? We're like on the edge, it seems like. I might try to hop the wall. Hop that wall and see what I can find. IJ70, I could have unloaded. Didn't check my ammo or none of that. See what I mean? I'm gonna grab the 380 ACP just in case we come across. I'll go with the cleaver versus the crowbar. 90 minutes. All right, we got 90 minutes. So that's about maybe 2 episodes. Just got on and I didn't want a server reset. You gotta be kidding me. But I mean 90 minutes, it's quite a while. Let me see if we can find some food. Other than the food I just ate, which didn't seem to do nothing. Gotta be kidding me. I ate it till I was full. It should be white, but then again, it's like I said before. Just in case we gotta hightail it. Switch to the running shoes. Like I said before, I need to get my thirst up. I know I'm in the town, so I know there's a fountain in here. So, all right. So we down the food. I'm gonna hop the wall. Let's see which town I'm in. See if I can find that fountain. Find the fountain, hydrate. See if we can find a weapon. I do have a BK-12. And I'm standing right out, and instead of working angles. See, you live and you learn. Instead of working angles and things like that, I could have had him. And then, I was standing all out in the open, and he popped me. I could have popped him from the window. And when I'm thinking about it, there's so many things I did wrong. But you live and you learn. Tips and tricks, videos, that's why we do them. Learn from my mistakes. I need to learn from my own mistakes, don't I? Oh, my God, that was horrible, but, the more experience, the better, It is what it is. I'm not mad about it. I was laughing. It's fun. I don't get mad anymore. It's nothing, I haven't been mad over losing loot since, like, the first time I played the game. Same with Arc Raiders. It's like, it's no use crying with overspilt milk. Sorry, it's no use crying over spilt milk. You will die in this game. Same with I said that with Arc Raiders. There's no complaint. You will get ratted on. PvP. You'll get ratted on, and you will engage in PvP. If you lose, you lose. You win. Congratulations. More XP. But there's no use crying over spilled milk. I'm not crying because I know exactly what to do. P1 mag. If we find the P1, how many rounds is in it? 7. So, whichever one we find first. I got a magazine if I find the P1. I got some bullets if I find the IJ70. Right? So, and I got shotgun shells when I find the shotgun. Because you're going to find a shotgun. Whether you find, I had the single shot one earlier, which is another mistake. You notice I sat there with it trying to reload it and everything. It wouldn't do it. It's like I wasn't aware of the ammo I had. Be aware of how much ammo you have. Overall, not just what's in the weapon and chambered in. See, I made that mistake. I'm sitting here aiming with the IJ, such as aiming. I didn't, man, shoot. I did so many things wrong. It's not even funny. All out in the open. There we go. That was a vegan. Well, I do have. some of this. I had like two. I think it was two full clips. I could have just unloaded. I could have got both of them. I got one. That thing is extremely powerful. I downed him in one shot. One shot. I don't know if I took him out there. I don't know if I knocked him out or I eliminated him. I don't know. The other dude was just like, but he wasn't talking. So he was just like doing this. That's what I said. They might have been friendly. Might have been friendly. But he wasn't talking to it. But neither was I. See what I'm saying? To be honest with you, neither was I. Nobody was talking, but, you know, my intentions was clear. I wasn't going to give you a chance to take me out. This game, it's like kill or be killed, homie, for real. And that may not always be the case. If someone says, hey. Like the what was it, the last video before last dude was like, hey, psst, hey. Dude scared the piss out of me. He made his intentions clear that he was friendly. But I just darted off before he could do anything. Let me dart off before I aggro two zombies. All right, we're right behind the police station. Go just check that police station, see if there's anything. You'd be surprised. This lobby, we got about, 40? I have like 40 people in here. This lobby's pretty full. So we need to hurry up and find a firearm before we come across anybody else. Oh, my God. And they didn't aggro. I can't believe it. All right. All doors are open. We have some food. He freaking locked it up. Let's see if anything spawned down here. Because sometimes... Or did they screw up the spawn? Because they can do that. Believe it or not, people can do that. Like back in the day, we called them like dupers. Alright. And they can like aggro all the zombies here. I think there's a fountain behind that. Let me just see if there's anything in this building. I think they probably cleaned out everything in this area. Alright, let's gonna go this way. Of course. Aggroed one. Put your butt down. Freaking battery. Ooh. But I will take those though. I will definitely take those. Take them jeans. Let's see if there's... Sometimes the pistols will spawn here. Check shelves like that. We'll head up. I think this is the one with the apartment. Yeah, it is. Sometimes stuff will spawn on these tables. Baseball cap. Oh yeah, it was a battery on him. Right, let's cross over. There's a fountain. Coast looks clear. Now you got two choices. We can either drink from the fountain, because see, people like to snipe. See all them windows? It's basically a free kill. And the second choice is whether you can just keep going and risk being dehydrated. And maybe drink from a river if you find a pot and purify the water. See, that's too many steps, judging by the state we're in. All right? If you're a fresh spawn, there's too many steps. All right? It's too many. If you're already established, you can take those extra steps. You're already thriving. But when you're fresh spawn, you really don't have... You have a choice, but you don't. I'm just going to take a chance. See, I don't necessarily care. If I get sniped, I get sniped. Like I said, I've been playing this game for several years now. I have almost 1,000 hours, if not I gotta check the counter. Over 1,000 hours. Um, I know exactly what to do. I consider myself a DayZ veteran. May not have the veteran PvP skills of a DayZ player, but as far as the survival skills, I'm a seasoned vet. Period. Point blank. Period. Um, I'm more of a PVE player, but you guys saw earlier. It's like you know, I didn't want to take a chance of them finding me and then they would just take me out because what happened before that last character, dude shot me in the back, right, and I didn't see where he was at. I just didn't want to take the chance of that happening. What? It's like another one aggroed. I wouldn't get soaked. We might get sick. Like I was saying, I just didn't want to take the chance of that happening again. Um, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not crying over spilled milk. I could. Is this? I could make some rags. Make some warmth, and we'll sit here and we'll warm up first before we start traveling. Can make a quick little fireplace. Grab some bark. And grab some bark before it gets to before it gets sorry for that pause there. Before it gets too damp and then won't ignite. We might be able to make a little something. What's this? Unknown. That's like, oh, who knows what's in there? Eat at your own risk. When you're a beggar, you really don't have a choice. In the state we're in, we really don't have a choice, but then we do. But then we risk starvation. You know what I mean? At least so I can get my garden and stuff set up. All right, let's combine it. Grab this fireplace. You know, like I said, the character before last. For those of you who didn't see it, a dude shot me. Dude just shot me in the back, and I didn't even see where he was. And it was night. Usually I don't travel at night. Why was you traveling that night then? I was taking a risk. And I was way up on the new route. One of those areas seemed like nobody was in there, and the population in the server at the time seemed like it was pretty low. But as I always say, just because it's only 12 people in the lobby don't mean you won't run into one of the 12. A case in point. It seemed pretty low, and took a risk, and was fine at first. You know, it is what it is. It was good. It was it was fine. I made it all the way. I was going back to the house. I figured, you know what, I'll just go ahead and we can hunker down because the sun was going down. Sometimes I can't really tell if it's going down or coming up in this game. Supposed to be a veteran, right? But it is what it is. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. But anyway, I said, you know what, I'll just hunker down and bam. So, dude, I don't know. Dude was following me, or he just happened to see me, because I didn't see him. It was nighttime. I couldn't see, and it was a sniper shot. You see what I mean? That's why I don't travel at night. And plus, that's one of my tips is, you can't really see. It boils back down to don't cry over spilled milk, because you can't really see. The guy's way back there. I can't see way back there, but he can see me if he's got a scope big enough, right? It beamed me right through this window. Nothing I can do about that. Oh well. Tough break. Tough beans. All right, let's go ahead and get this heat buff. We'll probably get 1+ because our clothing is bad, bad installation. I think the jeans has the most installation on the entire outfit. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this buff real quick. It says unknown food can. Should I? I don't know if I should eat that. I don't want to get sick. Probably eat the fruit potato chips. But I can't remember if unknown food make you sick. It just says unknown food can. It could be the beans, or maybe it's like it could be the beans of the spaghetti, right? Fudge it. No! Oh, shoot. Yep, we're not eating that no more. Character's fudge is sick. Please don't throw up. We're just gonna sit by the fire. We'll get the heat buff. So now we know. Stay away from unknown food cans. That's what we do. That's what we do, right? We do this for you guys. we do this for you. I don't know if that's stomach flu, food poisoning, probably food poisoning or cholera, or I know it's not Kiru because we didn't eat any remains, so it's probably food poisoning. So I'm gonna have to find some charcoal tablets before we eat again. I'm gonna sit here and chill in front of the fire, get the heat buff. I just got a feeling once we start moving, he's probably going to. I can't remember where the hospital is on this map. I know there's. I think that's one back there. I might just take a chance and hit up the joint in the next town. Yeah. But I just got a feeling we start moving, she might vomit. I hope not. You know, I noticed the character never really vomits when you're sitting still. So, see if we can make it to the next town. I haven't. See if I can find another firearm. I think they've cleaned this area out. Whoever's making a base over there is probably making this town. It's going to make the whole town the base, and they probably already cleaned out this area. There was nothing in the police station, nothing. It can also be a result of people, fresh spawns passing through. Like I said, it's like 40-something people out of 62, in this lobby. That's almost full. But it is what it is. Let's see if I can make it back to where I was last downed at. Let's see if we can get like 1+. I think that's like 10 minutes heat buff. We need it. Let me see. If we get 1, can we get 2? I don't think we can get 2. It depends on the clothing you have on. You just can't. Like, you can get up to, I think, 3 is the max, unless they've updated to 4. The time this recording, you can get like 3 buffs, but you need to have like all like top best installation on, like high installation, high to top installation to get 3. But you can pretty much do good with 2. All right, letting the food and water settle. Shoot, I just got a feeling we gonna freaking. She ain't coughing or anything, but still. I don't know. All right, let's go. There's one back there. Let's check this to see what's in here. Not eat no more unknown food cans. All right, gloves. We already got gloves. Any food? No. Supposed to be a DayZ veteran and I'm making rookie mistakes. Oh my God. Ain't that something? Raining again. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. See, that's a problem. See, I talk about this as well as one of my tips. It's no good having a sick character. My character is now sick, and we were full, and now the stuff is back down to yellow. See, that's a problem. And now I'm surrounded by shoot. Surrounded by freaking zombies. Sick. Surrounded by freaking because we ate mystery meat. Yeah, this is why you go plant-based in this game. Might be best to go plant-based and just take a chance. Ate that darn mystery meat. We got chips and we got a piece of a pear left. Oh man. Okay, so and I think after this town, it's a little ways before we get to the next town. I think the next town is where I hunker down at anyway. What we got in here? Freaking hat. Maybe they didn't clean out the whole area. Maybe they did. They probably just left that stupid hat because they didn't want it. Shoot. I need the freaking... Don't look like anybody's on... Okay, that's the glitch. It's okay. Now, because it kind of looked like somebody was on top of that darn... You can get sniped. All right, we're going to sneak all the way around. Okay, that's down. Okay, now I know to stay off that road. And to think I was going to head down that main road first. Right, I'm going to come up here. All right, let's see if I can find some tetracycline or something. Low insulation, badly damaged. I don't have a firearm, so we need to be quick. If they come up here, codeine. It's not really medium insulation. Worst insulation and it's soaked. Drop that. Scrub pants. Somebody's already been, that bandage has already been used. Oh, oops. It's over with. See, oops. Oh man, I just wasted it. All right, handcuffs. All right, we're good. Drop that codeine. We'll need that. Pretty much good once you find Tetra. Found some Tetra. We gotta get out of here. We're gonna head through this area and then cut back down to the main road. Blood test kit. Paramedic jacket. Pretty much found what I need to find anyway. Alright, so as long as we head in that general direction, we should be good. Anything in this car? Bandage, we got 2 bandages. Anything over here? No. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just stay up here, but we're gonna head that general direction. Try to avoid all this. We don't have a firearm at all. Check this house. Still got another. Look at that. Still got another town before we get there. I don't know if they're shooting at each other, if they're shooting at zombies. You know what I mean? But it's from that general direction. So I'm gonna stay off this road. Probably heard me. You guys see these holes? Okay, we're gonna need that for hydration. Any fruit? Nope. They probably took it all. Sometimes there'll be firearms in these houses. No firearms. A flashlight. The fuck am I gonna do with that? Wait for him to de-aggro. Daggone it. And I'm gonna stop here for the ladies and gentlemen.